So my trip to Thailand has been cancelled for the third time. Thailand is cursed. That's all I can think of, because who plans a trip 3 times over a 30-year period span and every single time gets canceled? Why did I cancel the trip? Well, I got a cold, but not only I got a cold, but I also developed this weird pain on my foot that I can't even explain. I've had foot pain for a while, but it's a pain that it only hurts in the morning when I first get out of bed, and it actually gets better with movement. So the more I move my body, the better it gets. But then I got this other pain on my foot that's in a different location and feels very different. It actually feels like a bruise, and it really hurts when I step on it, and it gets worse the more I use. So it's not the same issue at all. I don't know what it is. I'm actually seeing my family doctor tomorrow, so we'll see what she has to say. But I am just so sick and tired, guys, of those weird symptoms that come out of nowhere, that are unexplainable, and that most of the time nobody can do anything about it because they don't know what the freaking's causing it. And as you can tell, I am better from my cold, a lot better. Not 100%. I'm still feeling really tired and lots of shortness of breath, and also a bit of a burning sensation still lingering on my lungs. But the main reason that I had to cancel the trip is my POTS. So every time I get sick with a virus, my POTS just gets out of control. It gets triggered into this big flare, and I get all the POTS symptoms, and I can barely stand for any period of time. Now I can't even walk on my foot because it is hurting a lot. It feels like it's badly bruised. So you can imagine that there is no way that I'm going to do a trip through Southeast Asia with a bad foot and a bad case of POTS. So I'm feeling pretty bummed down about it. And I just wanted to share a couple of things about the situation. The first thing that I want to share is the logistics of planning such a trip and having to cancel. And I always, whenever I book a trip, in the back of my mind, I know that there is a decent chance that it's not going to happen for whatever reason it is. So I kind of like half prepare myself mentally for the case that it gets canceled, but also as far as like booking tickets, booking hotels, all those things, I take that in consideration when planning a trip. The first thing for me, and I realize that that is not the case for everybody, but in my case, I travel standby, is a perk from my husband's job. And that means that we can change our reservations. Well, it's not really a reservation. It's more like an intent to travel. So we only go if there are seats available. So generally we look at flights and then pick the ones that are looking better, not as full, because that will increase the chances of us actually getting onto that flight. So for me, it's not a big deal at all to change flights. I do that all the time, depending on what the flights are like. But if you don't have that perk in your life, what I would advise is to pay a little bit more for your ticket, but have it in a way that you can reschedule. You get the best prices are the tickets that don't give you any flexibility at all. So if you can't make your flight, you lose your entire ticket and your money. Book tickets that gives you that sort of freedom, or buy travel insurance. I don't know if they always cover pre-existing conditions. It might be more like an accident or something that happened last minute. So make sure that you read those fine prints. I would say the easiest is to pay a little bit more and just have yourself that flexibility to change your ticket. And then second, when you're planning and you're reserving hotels and things like that, again, if you go on booking.com, you often get different prices for the same room. And the ones that there is no cancellation are the cheapest. And I never pick those, never. I always pay a little bit more for the room, but knowing that I have until like 2 or 3 days prior to the stay that I can cancel. And the same goes for anything else related to the trip. We had excursions booked, we had ferry rides booked, I had a taxi booked from the airport to the hotel, and all of those things I booked knowing that I could cancel at least up to a few days before the event. But the hardest by far is emotionally. How do you deal with the disappointment, with the realization that once more your plans are canceled because of your health? Another side of having to change your travel plans is the people that you're traveling with. In my case, I am traveling with my husband. He had already informed his company and his boss, and everybody planned around him being gone for that period of time. And now he has to change it. And this time was not a big deal, but it could be another stressor for you having to organize multiple people's vacations, especially if you're trying to travel with a group of friends. I have made travel plans with friends before that I had to cancel, that I just had to come to them and say, I'm sorry, I'm just not in a place or a state right now that I can do this trip. And you have to choose your friends well. And you know who you are. This friend I'm talking about, she knows who she is. And you have to have people in your life that understand you and respect you, that they know you are not doing it on purpose and that you want to go on this vacation as much as they do. And if you're canceling, it's because you have not seen any other way. And to have someone in your life that will not get upset by that, that's willing to change their plans, is golden. Everybody should have a friend like that. But the other side that I find the hardest to deal with is my own disappointments. And in the case of that trip, like I have mentioned, I have been dreaming about this trip for 3 decades. And it's just not happening yet. And that is the key, is to recognize that it's not happening yet. That it doesn't mean that it's never gonna happen or that it's all gone down the drain. It just means that it's not happening right now, this moment. But it's a process. It's a process of working through those feelings of disappointment. And for me, how do I heal the best? I heal the best in nature. So what am I doing? I am just going to do a mini getaway in nature and just heal. Heal physically, heal emotionally. I'm feeling a little bit better for my cold now that I can actually drive. I am going to be going by myself because the weather is not looking good on the weekend and my husband works during the week. So I'm just gonna drive by myself, and a week ago there was just no way that I would be able to drive a couple of hours because I was just too sick. But now I feel that I have recovered enough from this cold that I can drive. So I'm going to be going about a couple of hours away and just be, you know? I haven't even opened the mattress yet that I bought at IKEA, and that needs to sit for I think 48 hours to fully inflate. And I'm planning on going the day after tomorrow. So we need to do that today. And then I have to put everything back in the van, like all the cooking pots, all the accessories. Yeah, so that's my plan. My plan is to run away into nature to find some peace and acceptance. So let's go to the van to open this mattress and let it inflate. I hope this mattress is good. What I like about IKEA is that their mattresses comes with like an entire year guarantee that you can try it, and if you don't like it, you can still exchange for a different one. What I had before was a mattress and then a memory foam topper. And the reason I had the memory foam topper is because I found the mattress was a little bit hard. So this mattress is different. We decided to go with just the mattress, and I got one that's a little bit softer, and wait and see if I need the memory foam topper. So gonna give it a go. Oh, I'm unrolling the wrong way. This is rolled the opposite way that I want it. It's strange because it looks like it's a little bit longer than the other one, but it's a double. It's a standard double. I don't know, maybe when it inflates, because it is supposed to be much thicker than that. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. But I'm happy to see this mattress back here. Yeah, I don't know, but I need to put all the buckets back here with all the accessories and all the kitchen stuff, and put the water containers back under the sink and the power bank. I'm excited. Oh, I missed nature. I missed it so much. But I'm excited. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to go because I don't know if I can drive with my foot like that. But even just planning feels good, you know? Like, you need to always have something that you're excited about. I need to always be planning something. And as soon as I start planning this Thailand trip again, I'm gonna start to feel better, because there's the promise, you know? There is the hope. And that is what keeps us alive. Dreaming, planning. Okay, we just have to walk very slowly. feel like an old person walking. All right, let's see. We got more height here. It still sticks out a bit. I mean, it doesn't stick out of the van, but I think what's gonna happen is when I close the door, this panel just pushes the mattress in, so that's not a problem, but it's just odd that...
Well, how's the mattress?
It is a little bit bigger than the other one for some reason. I think I'm gonna miss my memory foam. It was so good. So when they took the mattress, when they stole the mattress for my van, they took with the sheets, and that is just a double size, and it's the only mattress we have that is a double size. All our other mattresses are either queen or king, so I had to go look for a bed sheet, like the fitted sheet, but all I have is queen, so it's going to be a little bit big, but we're gonna make do until I buy another one. Ah, you know what goes before this? The electric thing I bought. It's on the dining table. It's getting so cozy. I'm getting so excited, and the day is so beautiful and it's sunny, and I just want to be out there in nature. I just can't believe that it's just gonna change so quickly. It's gonna get cold, it's gonna rain, and it's gonna get windy, which is not great for camping. But today is like, I just wish I were somewhere with a lake and a beach. Last year, for privacy and blackout, I was using a regular sunshade thingy, you know, those reflectors, and it does a pretty good job. You just put it on the inside and then you put your visors down and that holds it in place. But if the lights are on inside the van, a little bit of light peeks through if you're using it at night. And I want this van to be 100% stealth. I want it to be parked in a parking lot, be able to be inside with the lights on, and nobody be able to tell that there is somebody inside. So no light can peek through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mold of the front window using foil paper, and that way I can buy some reflector material myself, same as I did for the other windows, and then cut and then put like a black cover on the outside, a beige cover on the inside, and have that fit perfectly on my front window, which I didn't do last year because I ran out of reflector and I was already spending a bunch of money on building the van, so I just used what we had, which was that store-bought one. But this year that's an upgrade that I want to do, so let's do that. Should I put you here? Will you be able to see anything?